and this report on high school entrepreneurs by the NewsHour's special correspondent on education, John Marrow.
17-year-old high school senior Jasenia Mercado lives in Providence, Rhode Island.
Make this folder.
Ahead of her is a very important day.
I'm kind of nervous. What's at stake is pretty much everything for me. I'll call you as soon as I find out if I get the money or not. See, Mommy? Love you too.
Today, Jasenia and 12 of her classmates will get a chance to launch their own business.
We're hoping to raise $10,000 to start the Big Picture Soda Company. We have a group of investors coming in. Hi, how you doing? Oh, I've been dying to meet you. Basically, we're going to be presenting the business plan to them. They're going to taste the soda, and it comes down to either yes or no. The Big Picture Soda will sell a carbonated drink. It's made out of all natural flavors.
How much money do you expect to make?
The first year we expect to make a little, like $5,000 for the first year. But that's just thinking minimum. It's a different appeal, a different taste. You're going to love it. And all the money's going to go to college scholarships.
Excellent. Okay, so who's in charge of marketing here?
The idea for a soda company came out of a class in entrepreneurship offered at Jasenia's high school.
Marketing is just a...
Bill Doherty teaches it.
I love teaching, and I think the kids are terrific. But I also felt great building a company of 175 people. Okay.
Doherty is an entrepreneur himself. In 2004, he sold the internet company he founded for $350 million.
Okay, I'm going to stick.
Now he volunteers to teach this class.
Consistent. Okay, price is what?
I look at business, as an expression of who you are.
Okay, where's the place?
Each kid in the class comes up with and writes and develops and researches their own business plan.
It could be like,
Everybody has an idea, but then we want them to have a really great understanding of the fundamentals of business. But most importantly, we want them to know that they can do it.
Small businesses drive America's economy, creating between 60 and 80% of all new jobs every year. But public schools rarely teach classes in entrepreneurship. In nearly half the states, studying basic economics is not a requirement for high school graduation.
That's my big complaint, and that's what NFTE really is trying to change, that every child learn the basic principles of owning a small business before they graduate from high school.
Steve Mariotti is the founder of NFTE, the National Foundation for Teaching Entrepreneurship. NFTE brings business classes, like the one taught by Bill Doherty, to some 600 public schools, most in poor neighborhoods.
The biggest civil rights issue of our time is that many children from low-income communities are not given an opportunity to learn about ownership.
The at-risk community, from an entrepreneurial standpoint, from business generation, is clearly left behind. And NFTE and things that we're doing here are intended to jumpstart the process.
For some low-income children, it's a matter of life and death, because if they can't make a livelihood, they end up selling a corrupt or evil product.
My cousin would come home every day with bags and jewelries and like show it off to me and be like, you can never get this one day.
Everybody wants the fancy cars, the nice clothes, the jewelry.
Now, I'm gonna get that one day. I'm gonna get that one day, and I choose to sell drugs just like him.
These teenagers have been charged with drug dealing and robbery. They are inmates here in Rikers Island Jail in New York City.
Give me an example of a service business.
Rikers has its own high school, where NFTE runs a class in entrepreneurship.
Guys, you cannot do things the way you've been doing it. Once you become an entrepreneur, your whole mindset has to change, or else you'll lose the business, okay?
Carmen Morales is the teacher.
We have guys here who are used to making, like, tons of money, doing illegal, things, all right? So I say, listen, we got to change your hustle. The only way you can make a profit is if you double or triple the product that you're selling. Double or triple.
Prison officials brought entrepreneurship education here in hopes of lowering recidivism rates. Currently, 60 to 80% of inmates are rearrested.
The problem is they can't find work. Because when they fill out that application, at the end of the application where it says, have you ever been convicted of a felony, as soon as they check yes, the application is pushed to the side. If no one is going to hire them, then they have to be able to hire themselves. What we're going to do next is review our business plans. You're going to come up to
As in all NFTE classes, students here learn the basics of business by creating a plan for a business of their own.
Good morning. My name is Michael Bermudez, and I'm a student for NFTE.
Mine was the arcade store.
The name of the arcade store would be the Home of Fun. Have games, tournaments, food, refreshments, and everything to keep the kids off the streets.
My business is Neighborhood Needs. I wanted to start my own flea market, me selling products that the neighborhood needs and whatever. I know how many hours I'm going to put in, and I know how much I'm going to get each hour for me working, and then the rest of the money I put in my business for it could just keep growing, because nobody works for free.
All right, so let's say he pays $100 for it, right?
Graduates from this entrepreneurship class have yet to start a business.
That's fine. I've been teaching NFTE for 2 years, and every year I say, okay, Minnie, this is the year we're going to get a kid to start a business. But I'm hoping this year. I'm banking on my 3 guys.
I'm here for robbery, so the money I robbed, I could have made that all in one day.
Do you feel like you know a better way to make money now?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to make money now. There's a lot of options.
You can get a pack of water for 36 waters in there for only $5, $6 and sell them $1 each. You're making more than double, you're making triple.
If I can walk into any one of their businesses, I'm floored. I would be their best customer. Even if I didn't need anything, I would be their best customer.
While Carmen Morales hopes for the best, she also wishes public schools would do more to teach entrepreneurship.
Because this is what the kids need. If you don't have the parent at home to spend time with you, to actually figure out what it is you want to do in the future, then you're really just lost and you're like, okay, I know I have to get a job. I know I have to get a job. And that's so ingrained. I know I have to get a job. What if there were no more jobs tomorrow? And you had to create your own space. How would you do it?
I think outsourcing is increasing. And I think jobs are going to be different. Change is accelerating. A person who does not have the understanding of business, and they don't have the skills and the attributes of entrepreneurship, is threatened by change. An entrepreneur, a business person, seeks change.
Why?
Because change creates opportunities for new businesses. I think through NFTE, we are preparing kids very well for a changing economy and a changing marketplace.
But in most public schools, entrepreneurship education takes a back seat to more traditional subjects, and test scores have become the measure of success.
The concept of memorizing facts is not what you're going to need to compete over the next 40 or 50 years. You're going to have critical thinking. You're going to have to be flexible. You're going to have to be full of energy and have a love of learning. And you're going to have to be entrepreneurial.
Back in Providence, that's what Jasenia Mercado and her classmates are learning to do.
Investors, are you all ready? Well, after careful deliberation,
but they'll still need $10,000 from these investors to get Big Picture Soda Company off the ground.
They have decided that they want to pursue funding for this project with a...
It was just phenomenal. Like, the excitement was adrenaline, and I just smiled. Thank you so much. It amazes me. I never would have thought I'd be doing something like this. I feel like my mind is already like at 21, 22. Maybe that's bad, but I'm 17, and I just feel like I'm so ahead of the game.
In early December, Big Picture Soda produced its first 100 cases and found a buyer, Whole Foods Supermarket in Providence.
And the soda went on sale at the Whole Foods store last week.